Again, I think we are done with the first exercise, the reading exercise. And now we will move a little bit, and you need to gear up because exercise 2 is a little bit challenging, more challenging than exercise 1. Exercise 2 is more challenging than exercise 1, and it's different. Um, let's look at this. It says the text in this exercise comes divided into sections. Yes, it's not one section. It can be 4 sections. Usually it's 4 sections. It can be about 4 different people, 4 different cities, 4 different countries, 4 different brands of anything, 4 different movies. And you will read after the text, you will read some sentences, and you need to say this sentence belongs to which or is related to which of the 4 sections. You match the sentences to the sections. Now, this exercise 2 also it says the best strategy for this. Actually, this is very important. And I'll say it very quickly now, and I'll go to the sample question, and we will discuss it in more in depth. The best strategy is to read the first section, then go to the questions. That's important. Choose the relevant items. If you are not sure 100% that this is the right answer, what should you do? Okay, I'll tell you now. Go to the following section one by one. The following sections one by one. How this happens, how you can score high without wasting your time in this question, please. Let's look at the sample question that's with you, and I'll show it on the screen now. Now, this question number 1, we are done with it. Question number 2. Look, read the magazine article about 4 people, A, D, who write a diary, then answer questions 10, which are A until J. It's question 10, A until J. These are the questions. Okay, and I'd like to remind you that question 2 is just 10 marks, not 13 marks like question number 1. What will we do now? Okay, here is the text and the sections. And if you go here, you will see the questions below are about people, A through D, the 4 people, who write a diary. For each question, write the correct letter A, B, C, or D on the line where, which person. Okay, we need to know which person sees diaries writing as a way of keeping a list. I'm sorry, this is not the right way. For this exercise, especially this exercise, you can't use the 2 strategies, text to question or question to text. No, we will go part of the text, and then we will go to the sentences. We will go to the options or the items to see. So you need in this exercise to go to the first one, only the first one, Ji Huyun. Okay, we need to read about Ji and understand it carefully. Here I need you to be more considerate, to give it time and attention. You are looking for details. You are not skimming or scanning. You are looking for details. And if you go skimming or scanning here, it will not help you much. You are reading for details. That's why I said gear up and be ready for the challenge. Here it says, Ji Hu Yun. I started keeping a diary when I was 8 years old and have done it more or less continuously for almost 10 years now. The first few entries were all about my first ever trip abroad. I went to New York with my family and remember that there was so much to take in. So many new experiences while we were there. I decided to write it all down each evening so that I wouldn't forget any of it. And I am really glad I did. These days, I try to spend around half an hour on my day on my diary each evening. Yes, you may underline a word like half an hour. You may underline a word like evening. It can be very helpful also to underline the keywords. Writing about the day but also looking back over here, also looking back over what I have written. You can underline it. It's better to underline keywords and everything. I have written previously. Sometimes that can be quite amusing. Reading the past memories or diaries can be amusing. You can underline it as well. But after I caught my brother trying, maybe brother trying to read, it can be something. Yes, you can underline it also. My diary, it can be. Okay. My diary, a few years ago, I wrote all sorts of horrible things about him. I can't quite believe he wrote horrible things about his brother. You can write it also. You can underline it also. I can't quite believe I did that. I can't quite believe I did that. I wrote all these bad things about my brother. Maybe you can underline it as well, but you need to think. I say here you are looking for details. This is really, it's a tough question. You need to remember and understand everything and give it time. I wrote all sorts of horrible things about him. I can't quite believe I did that. After that, I kept my diary in a safe place. Keep my diary in a safe place. So before that, it wasn't in a safe place. Later, he made it, or he kept it in a safe place for a while. For a while, not always, not all the time. It wasn't in a safe place all the time. For a while, for some days or weeks or whatever, and then he let everything go the regular way. Though I don't bother now, I don't care now, as I am sure my brother wouldn't be interested in reading it anymore. Okay, you can go and read it more than one time. You can underline whatever you want, and then you go directly to the questions. Now, when you go to the questions, you will find something. Sees diary writing as a way of keeping a list. I don't think there was something like that. Okay, if you go to this one, mentions an event that caused them to begin diary. Did he say something like begin diary? Started when he started? Let's go back. I think there was something like that. Look, I started keeping diary when I was 8 years old and have done it more or less continuously for almost 10 years. The first few entries were all about my first ever trip. So there was a trip that made him see. It's not written the same way. It's not copy paste. You need to underline. You need to read what's not written, what's behind the writing. Yes, here he mentioned an event that made him go and start his diary. So here you will go to the, it was the second. Yes, you can write here. It's, for example, A, because the first paragraph was for A. And this one is done. You can just drop it from here, okay, for yourself to know that you are done with this one. Khalas, enough. That's done. Then you go to the third, to the letter C. You will go over them all. You will go over them all. Feels uncomfortable if they think other people might read their diary. I think he said something about that. Feels uncomfortable if he thinks someone might read their diary. Let's go. I think there was something like that at the end. Okay. I wrote all sorts of horrible. Okay, but after I caught. Okay, here. Sometimes that can be quite amusing. But after I caught my brother trying to read my diary a few years ago, I wrote all sorts of horrible things about him. I can't quite believe I did that after that. He didn't say that he is uncomfortable. He was just surprised about what he did. But still, someone may say it can be. And that's what I said. If you are not sure that this is the right answer, I feel it can be this one, but there may be a better one later. What should you do here? Actually, you will need to go here. If you are not sure, you will write A and circle it. You will write letter A and circle it. Why? To tell yourself or to remind yourself that this is not your final decision. Maybe you will find it fits better another part of the text. In this way, you will go and compare the two and decide on which is the best one to go with. Here, someone dropped a line. Let's see what's in the chat. Mr. It's lagging a bit. Yes, it is. Yes, this question is not an easy one. You are right. You are right to say that it's not an easy question, and you need to give it much of your attention. The second question is the most daring one, the most challenging one. You need to give it. Yes, it is. And you have to be very precise and give it full attention. When we go to the third question or exercise 3, you will say it's easier than exercise 2. But actually it is. It is not an easy question. And I told you. And that's why you need to go and focus on every piece of information. Oh, someone, okay. If it is, if the internet connection is not okay in your place, I think it's okay with the others. Please, you can check your connection. If it's lagging, if your connection is lagging, you can uh, check on your router and so on. Now we will go to the third point. Oh, okay, C, we are done with C, and we will say it's potential. It's no, we are not 100% sure that C can be A, but we will put it with a circle. If we find something which fits and comfortable better than C, we will take it. If not, we will leave it for letter A. So till now we are done with question with item B, and we said it's A. Let's go to D. Think that diary writing helps them to understand life. Nothing is said about that. She was amusing it. She amused it. It was amusing for her. That's it. Letter E says explains the importance of having a time limit on a diary writing. They didn't say anything in this part about uh, about the time limit. I didn't find anything, but I can underline the word time limit. Maybe I'll find it later while reading for any person, so I can just underline it to help me, but it's not mentioned here. Letter F says, is careful about where they keep their diary. Yes, there is something related to this, but careful about where to keep their diary. Let's go back to the first paragraph. Look, okay, I wrote so, okay, I can't quite believe I did that. After that, I kept my diary in a safe place for a while. Again, we said for a while. So this is not the right choice. Though I don't, okay, خلاص. It's not that, it's not this piece of information. So I'll leave it and go directly to the following one. The following one about careful about where they keep diary. Careful. I'll underline it for the next items. Maybe it will help me. Where to keep diaries. Okay. It's important to remember the keywords while working. G here, G says, thinks that not everything you read in online diaries is true. Nothing is mentioned about online diaries here. Admits to being shocked by a past diary entry. Yes, I think we said surprised. Okay, go back please to this part. Look here. Okay, it's A, sorry. I can't quite believe I did that. Yes, she is shocked. When someone says, I can't believe I did that, he or she is shocked. So you can get, or you can be sure that letter H is the answer you are looking for, and you write A for letter H. It's not enough, I must go. Enjoy is reading diary entries from the past. I think it's said, we said amusing. Look here. Okay, here. Looking back over what I have written previously, we need to read before it. These days, I try to spend around half an hour on my diaries each evening, writing about the day, but also looking back over what I have written previously. sometimes that can be quite amusing. So it will be A as well. Enjoys reading. So J will be with us. J will be with us for letter A. Sorry, no, it's I, not J. It's I. I'm sorry, it's A. I. I will go to A. I will go to A. J also says, suggests that their handwriting can give away as much as actual words. I didn't find anything about the way they write or their handwriting. So now we can say that we chose for our answer, we chose A, and we were confident about A. C, but we were not sure. We wrote A and circled A because we are not sure it's the right answer. Then we will go, we took also H and I. These are the answers for the first passage. Okay, that's fine. Now you will go to the second passage, read it, underline the keywords while reading the second passage, and go here again. And still, if you are not 100% sure of your answer, please write it with a circle. Later, after you finish all the 4 parts, you may find that you have chosen, for example, the one we did here for letter C, you have written A and B, or A and D, or A. Okay, you will make a comparison. Here, you will be very concise. You will be between 2 options only. You think this one or that one, and of course, you will find a word or 2 that will help you to reach the right answer, or to say this one is better than the other one, and you take it. But still, and I stress, question 2 is challenging. Question 2 needs you to go for details. Question 2 needs time, needs focusing. It's not as easy as question 1. Okay? Now, any questions about question 2? I'll go to question 3. Any questions before I move? Okay. Now we will go to our PowerPoint. Okay. Okay. Now we will go to exercise 3, or reading exercise 3. It's note taking. When we take notes, number 1, no complete sentences. Please. Okay, I think someone is asking. No questions. Thanks a lot for the response. I do appreciate your being interactive with me and trying to get the best of the class. Oh, here, I need to go to exercise 3. Okay. Exercise 3 is note taking. Please don't write sentences. Here they are not checking your language. They are checking your understanding, but they are not checking your writing. That's what I mean. And be careful not to make even one spelling mistake. Everything is in the text. Copy from the text. Don't make any spelling mistakes. You will be punished harshly for any spelling mistake. So, for note taking, what you need to remember, no complete sentences. No need for extra words, unwanted words, unneeded words. Be to the point. Then, no spelling mistakes. Don't make any spelling mistakes. No additional answers. Don't volunteer any explanation for your teacher. You will be wasting your mark. Choose the strategy. Yes, where you will go text, question, or question text. Underline your points. This is important. The keywords. Choose the most appealing ones. Usually you will find more than the number of notes needed. Please choose the most appealing ones. Don't write 4 if he gives you 3 lines. Don't do this. This will be dangerous. Try to take the best 3 ones. Save yourself. And then they will not read the 4th one. Even if there is a mistake in the first 3 and then you write the 4th one, they will not read. If they want to, they will read the first 2 answers you write. If they need 3, they will read only the first 3 answers you write. They will not go far to the extra ones you have written. Choose the most appealing ones. Be concise. Be to the point. Don't waste your time or words. Don't volunteer extra answers. Copy your notes, not to make any spelling mistakes. This is to be safe. If they use quotation marks for a word, please take it as question marks. If they used capital letter, please use it. If they didn't use capital letter, please don't use it. Copy, paste. The number of lines indicates the number of pieces of information needed. Now we will go to the sample very quickly. Okay. Where is it? I think that's it. Okay. Okay. Here is exercise 3. It says, read the article about areas of the world where living to 90 years of age is common, and then complete the notes on the following page. Yes, I can go and read if you like, and then go to the question. I myself always prefer and find it very efficient for time. I go here and see what's written here. Examples of blue zone areas and people who live in them. Here it says the first area, Barbagia. Okay, here I need, and what's happened there? Many people of 100 years of age. That's fine. I need here 3 other places. And what's special there? So now I need names of 3 places as examples of blue zone and write them here exactly the same way. The place and what's special there. Okay, or for example, you will write Cairo and what's special. As you see, no verbs, no sentences, just the points. And it's good. He gave you an example. Okay. The second point, what's needed here? We are expected to do what? To similar lifestyle characteristics of blue zone areas. Okay, I need to know what's special about these areas. What's special there? Of course, and I still say, here you may find more than one. You may find exactly 3 areas. You may find more than 3 areas. Here you may find 3 characteristics or more, the same. Still, I need only 3. Here, number 3, ideas introduced in Minnesota. Okay, I need the ideas. How many ideas? 3. Now I need to run back to the question or the text, looking for areas where there is something special about age and people living there. The secret of living longer, there is something really interesting about Icaria. Okay, a Greek. Okay, I don't think this is the one mentioned in the question. I need to highlight it. Okay, the question spoke about another word or another area. Okay, I'll go back. A Greek island in the Aegean Sea, 50 kilometers of the coast of Turkey. It has the highest percentage of inhabitants over the age of 90 in the world. Okay, thank you. Just write the highest. You don't need the sentence. We are taking notes. Using sentences wrong. The highest percentage of inhabitants over the age of 90 in the world. Even if you wrote until 90, it will be enough. Okay, so this is the first piece of information I'm going to add, and I'll use the same way they wrote the example. Okay, another place. I'm looking for another place. Okay, among these inhabitants are a 95-year-old man who still plays the violin, a 98-year-old woman who runs a huddle, and a 102-year-old man who can beat almost anyone in an arm wrestling competition. Okay, since 2008, Donald Bruckner, a writer and explorer, has been studying the island to discover its secret. He has also tried to identify other areas of the world where there is a higher proportion of people who live considerably longer than is normal. I'm scanning, I'm looking for a name of an area, for a city, for a place, for a country. He analyzed the lifestyle of each place in order to find out if there were similarities which might explain such long lives, and named these places blue zones, still nothing special. In addition to Icaria, there are other areas in the blue zone category. I think I'm close to the answer. They include Okinawa. Yeah, I'm looking for this. I'm looking for a place. I'm looking for a name of a city or country. In Japan, it's enough to say Okinawa, where the population lives on average 7 years longer than people in America. Thank you. The population lives on average 7 years longer than people in America. That's it. This will be my second piece of information. I don't need anything more. Okay? Now, another is we are here. Yeah, we are close. Another, slow down and be careful, is the mountainous Barbagia region. I think this is the area he spoke about in his example. I need to go and check. Yes, this is not what I need. This one is done. Okay, I need to continue reading. Okay, on the island of Sardinia, where large number of people have reached 100 years of age, he said that finally the Nicoya Peninsula, Nicoya. I don't need to write anything, just Nicoya. I don't need to say it's in Japan, it's a peninsula in Costa Rica. I don't need this. Nicoya, and what's so special about it? Okay, in Costa Rica, in Central America, has the lowest rate middle age. Okay, here, the lowest rate of middle age death in the world. This is very important to recognize. Now we are done. Everything is done. We are done with the first part of note taking. So don't rush on the second question. Don't rush on the second exercise. It needs time. You see, here we are working much faster than the second exercise, despite the fact it is the third, but it's scanning. We are looking for very special pieces of information which can be recognized easily. Now, the second topic, similar lifestyle characteristics of blue zone areas. Okay, I'll start from where I stopped because till now I haven't noticed any characteristic or feature of the area. Okay, so I'll start from where we stopped. I'll start from here. So what is the secret? Bruckner believes that long life is not all related to genetic factors. So I can't take genetic factors. Scientific studies have suggested that only about 25% of the long life is determined by genes. Okay, you can say that. No, if you find something better, we can underline that. Okay, we can highlight it. Okay, I'm sorry, time is running short. I have only 10 minutes to finish. So genetic factors, scientific study have, okay, I think we reached here. The remaining 70% is to do with the lifestyle. Yes, you can take lifestyle. Okay, you can put or underline it. Okay, and this is the aspect which particularly interests Brucker. So we need, is it only for Brucker or for everyone? If you go back to the question, okay, similar lifestyle characteristics of the blue zone. So it's general lifestyle. The word lifestyle is very important. Look, it will destroy the two choices I have made. Similar lifestyle characteristics. This destroys the two expectations I have done. Why? Genetic factors are not related to lifestyle. So I must go back and say, no, you are not the right thing. I shouldn't take you. And this one, it's life. He's speaking about lifestyle and he needs the characteristic of lifestyle. I can't say the lifestyle is a characteristic of lifestyle. This will be a wrong answer. Now we will go to the second paragraph or the following paragraph. Although these blue zones are spread around the world, the daily routine of the oldest living people are in fact very similar. So daily routine, yes, this can be better. Okay, okay. Now, and there are several features which they have in common. These blue zones are all places which preserves tradition, and so preserve tradition. Okay, and where modernization is not so advanced, not modern, they preserve. Okay, they don't need to explain. You can take it as another point. Okay, you can take it as another point if you like. Okay, if you couldn't find an answer, you will rely on it. The people living there also appreciate and celebrate age. Yes, appreciate and celebrate age. You can underline this. You don't need that subject. You need just a note. Rather than youth, you don't need to add it because it explains what's before. There is no single secret to long and healthy lifestyle, but it's more combination of factors. Bruckner has also found that these communities there in these communities there is a strong connection to the land and nature. Please underline this strong connection between land and nature. Okay, highlight. Okay, they also have healthy diet. Okay, healthy diet. Okay, and then you highlight. Okay, Mr. Sameh, you have underlined more than enough. Yes. Okay, what should I do now? I choose the most appealing ones for me. I don't need to write them all. I should not write them all. I should take something, and it's no, I don't have to go in order. Of course, I will not go to genetic factors and lifestyle. Okay, I'll go to daily routine. I can take it. Healthy diet. I can say strong connection to land and nature. Should appreciate and celebrate age, but don't explain anything. When you say appreciate and celebrate age, even if you said celebrate age, it can be enough. You don't need, please don't write more than enough. Be precise, please. You will write them, and let's move or run to the last topic here. It's ideas. Oh, I need only 3. Okay, I have more than 3, and I choose the best 3 ones. Don't volunteer any more than 3 ones, please. Now the third one, ideas introduced in Minnesota. I need Minnesota, and then so I need the ideas introduced. Let's see here. Where did we stop? We stopped here. It's possible to try and encourage these habits and customs in other countries in the world. Bruckner, I don't care about understanding now. I'm looking for the word Minnesota, and I can see it here. In Minnesota, USA, where the average life expectancy was 78 years until 2009, the city now has public gardens and nature trail around its lake, and the people who were semi-isolated are becoming together to start exercise programs. The result, oh, so these are the things introduced. These are the things introduced. What are they? Okay, let's go back to this. Okay, public gardens, it's an idea introduced. Nature trail around its lake. Okay, natural trails can be the third one. If you find a better one, you will leave this one. People who were semi-isolated are coming together to start exercise. People, okay, coming together. Don't volunteer. Just be precise. Coming together to exercise. Enough. Coming together to exercise. You don't need even to start exercise. Okay, this can be one. The result. Okay, we have got the 3 ones or the 3 ideas introduced in Minnesota. So we are done with the third question in much shorter time than the second question or the second exercise. Sorry. What's the best thing you got from this? Till now, the first 3 questions are all about reading, about understanding, about finding the right or the related or the relevant piece of information. We are not looking for writing. We are not looking for complete sentences. We are not, but of course, we need clear answers. We need copied answers from the text. We need no spelling mistakes, and I stress it, and be precise to the point. If we speak about the 4th question, which mixes both reading and writing, are there any questions for exercise 3? Are there any questions for exercise 3? Okay, we will go to the PowerPoint now and see this. Exercise 4. Yeah, we spoke about it last time. I just remind you that we summarize the exercise. How the summarizing exercise, and we say, make sure you understand the question. Be careful. Don't summarize the whole thing. Don't say, this is the summary. Yes, I go and read it and write a summary of everything. As I said last time, you may not write anything about 1 or 2 or 3 paragraphs. You must be precise, to the point, and take what you need. Make sure you understand the question. You know what he wants you to do. It's wrong to summarize the whole text. Look for relevant pieces. Yes. Any questions? Okay. I'm sorry, I have to mute all back again. Okay. We are finalizing the class. Okay. Again, look for relevant pieces of information and underline them. Then move to the writing part. And you know how to write, and we spoke about this last time. Please be careful about the questions. Read the questions carefully to know what exactly you are looking for. Actually, you are all, I was very happy to meet you all. You are almost welcome if you have any questions. And I'll always say improvement has no end. If you think that you have done right, you have done the right thing, still there can be another better thing, and never give up. And be careful when you practice from the past papers. Make sure that you are taking questions relevant to the new syllabus. And this is the job of your teacher. He should recommend or adjust or adapt the questions or the past papers to fit your needs for the new criteria or the new syllabus. Any questions?
Mr.
Yes.
Can I ask you something? There is, I don't have the past paper which you use it. Where I bring it from?
I'll resend it today on the group, but the Zoom will close now. I'll put the link to my YouTube channel so you can watch, and I'll resend the PDF so you can see the questions.
Mister, do you teach EdExcel?
Yes, I told you last time, the connection between EdExcel and Cambridge are very close, and so I teach both of them. But I focused on Cambridge because it is the most prestigious name in the English language field. So people always appreciate EdExcel more, always appreciate Cambridge more than EdExcel, especially in the English language. And there is no much difference between the two exams. What's said about one is easier than the other is not that much. It's not that much easier.
Mister, can I have your number, please?
You can contact me from the group, WhatsApp group. Someone wrote a question. I hope I can answer. Okay. 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 We are about to